Hello and welcome to Hank's Place. We've started looking at the lukewarm church of Laodicea, Revelation 3:14-22. There, Jesus, the faithful and the true, declares himself to be the benchmark against which all people are measured. The Laodiceans thought they were cool, they had it all together, in need of nothing, they said. But how wrong they were. Lukewarm, declares Jesus. Yuck. Jesus prefers them to be hot or cold. Now, to be cold referred to the law of the Old Covenant. If genuinely applied, it will kill you. It will cause you to despair of life, for a holy God demands perfection, nothing less. And then, as Galatians and Romans tells us, this in turn drives us to Jesus Christ, where we are justified freely by his grace. Romans 3:24. Hot means walking in the blazing, white-hot love of God himself. First, we receive his love, his mercies, his grace. This being hot is not about our zeal and our efforts for God, but everything to do with this love of God poured into our hearts. We receive his love, and it's a passionate fire within us. The Galatians had never opened their hearts to this love of God. They were instead mixing law with grace, receiving the benefits of neither one. That's no way to live. And Jesus calls them lukewarm. Some evidence that they were doing this is the fact that there was no persecution of Christians in that city. And that implies that Christians were living under Jewish law. They were stuck between the two covenants if they were Christians at all. Now, you might be doing the same if you believe that God gives us grace in order to keep his commandments. Think about it. Grace, the new, commandments, the old. Jesus says that he will spit them out of his mouth. Are they going to lose their salvation if they don't perform according to his satisfaction? Why, not at all, for the one who comes to Jesus will never be cast out. That's John 6:37. They needed to come to Jesus in the first place, but they were proud, denying their need for Jesus. They were self-righteous, they were hypocrites, unbelievers, and he's not talking to believers in this passage. Rather, he's talking to people who say, I don't need a thing from you, Jesus. You died for nothing. Ouch. Sin does not make Jesus want to vomit. Jesus is the friend of sinners. Jesus died for sinners. Jesus hung out with sinners. Jesus ate with sinners. And sinners became saints as a result of Jesus. But self-righteousness refuses God's grace. So today, my believing friend, rejoice that you have a future that is secure in Christ Jesus, who died that you might live. His grace is greater than our sin, always. Why not today you help others see this truth? Help them come to Jesus that they might come alive.